If you're still looking at setting goals for the year 2024, I'm going to show you three different types of goals that are going to help you decide on what you want to go for this year. And I'm going to explain the difference between them and what a goal really is for. So now, the first thing, you have to realize that a goal is not for you to get. It's for you to grow. I never knew this before. I was not even aware of what setting a goal was or how to set true goals. But as I explain right now, it's going to make a lot of sense. And you're going to be able to align yourself with the goal that you want in the best way to have the fire that's going to allow you to stick to your routine. Now, the main thing about sticking to your routines is that you have to have that goal that you really want so that it propels you and it allows you to stick to the daily habits, the daily discipline, the daily things that you have to do to get you closer to your goal. Now, once again, a goal is not for you to get, but for you to grow. So you don't have to say, how do I get that $1 million, or how do I get that business? The question you have to ask is, who do I have to be to earn that million? Who do I have to be that business owner? Who do I have to be able to leave the 9 to 5? Who is the right question that you should be asking? Now, let's go into the first type of goal. There's three types of goals: A, B, and C. Type A is something that you know how to do. So this goal type is something that you already know how to do, something you've already done. Let's just say, for example, like my mentor, he said one time he had a guy ask him, hey, would you be able to help me with my goals? And he said, yeah, okay, well, what is your goal? And he was like, well, I want a Pontiac. And he was like, all right, a car. Pontiacs are nice. I've had one before. And what are you driving right now? And he was like, I'm driving a Pontiac. And he was like, really? And how old is your Pontiac? And he was like, 4 years old. And he was like, and when did you get it? And he was like, 4 years ago. And he was like, so you mean to tell me that your goal for this year is to go after to get something that you already know how to do, that you've already done in the past? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, that's not a goal. It doesn't constitute a goal. Why? Remember, because a goal is for you to grow, not for you to get. And he was like, you can get your Pontiac, you can get your car. I'm not telling you not to get it, but it doesn't constitute as a real goal. You see the difference? So type B goal is something that you think you want. Now, the first one is something that you know how to get. Type B is something that you think you want. This is where a lot of people get stuck. A lot of times we tend to go after something that you know that if you do this thing first, second, third, fourth, and if everything aligns, you can pull it off. You can get it. Do you have those type of goals? Have you seen someone that says, "Oh, if I just do this, I think I can do it"? But the thing is, as you go to get any goal that you want, shit's gonna get hard. That's just the reality. Goals are, they're not gonna just be handed to you. You're always gonna be tested, and I always love talking about the laws of the universe. And one of them is the law of polarity that states there's an opposite to everything. So if you're gonna get something good, you're gonna get something bad as well. But your persistence is the one that's gonna allow you to keep going, moving forward until you achieve it. Now, the way that you get there can change, but the goal is not gonna change. The plan can change, the goal is not gonna change. So type B is something you think you can do, meaning you don't really want it. You're just going for it because you think you can do it. Now, the one that is the most important one, the one that I teach people, the one that you should go after, is a type C goal. A type C goal is something that you really, really want. Now, the first one is something you know how to get, something you think you can get, and the last one, the most important, a goal you want, something you really, really want. And so it first starts in the mind. Anything that you have seen, anything and everything first starts in your mind. Think about it. Anything that you can think about, the car, the phone, any clothes, money, whatever you think about first started as a thought. It all started as a thought first, as a fantasy, something that didn't exist before. So a type C goal first, it's a fantasy. You don't know how you're gonna get there. You have no clue, but you know what you want. You know what you want, and that fantasy, you play with it and you play with it, and it turns into a theory. You start theorizing. I don't know how, but maybe this, maybe that. I don't know. It's so far out there, and you just become so emotionally involved with the idea of you having this, that the theory at some point turns into a goal. Now, once it's a goal, you will align, or you have to align your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions to become that person that's going to be able to achieve it. I won't go into detail of how and the things that you must do to attract what you want, but that's for another video. Let me know in the comments if you would love to know the next process, which is closing the knowing doing gap between your conscious and your subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the knowing, the subconscious is the feeling, is the one that moves the vibration of your body, and it causes you to move into action. Now, this is the thing. When you choose a type C goal, it enables you to wake up and be excited because you know what you're going after. This is really what you want, not what you think you can do, what you really want. And when you go after what you really, really want, you want to get out of that job already. You want to become financially free. You want to have that partner. You want to have that physique. And, once you get emotionally involved with that idea, those emotions will create different actions, and the different actions will enable you to create different results. Now, there's different things that you have to look into your mind so that you can work with a higher power, which is your subconscious mind. But once again, there's 3 types of goals: A, B, and C. Which one do you have right now? Let me know in the comments if you've heard this before and which type of goal do you have. All right, guys, let's go.